Tierney turned away, tired of listening to the freaking devil girl, as she started to think of Jenna. "We'll be careful. We're not about to leave others to suffer, and—"
"Oh, fine,"
Jenna cut her off.
"Don't say I didn't warn you."
Marching up to the wall, she raised her hands and, with a hot pulse of air, disintegrated the section in front of them, leaving a gaping hole. She stepped through, scanned around while the four of them glanced at each other. What else could this chick do?
"Well, yeah, that's—"
Sammy started to say, and just stopped as they all stared at the pile of rubble.
"The frick y'all waiting for?"
Jenna glared back at them, and following her, Tierney glanced around for Soroyan, but didn't spot him anywhere.
"He be with the bleeders,"
Jenna said, nodding at the brick building. Tierney took a deep breath, about to ask what bleeders were, when Thaniel spoke up.
"How did you do that?"
He indicated the wall behind them.
"Oh, look! He speaks."
The evil grin on Jenna's face made Thaniel cringe, and Tierney wanted to kick her punk ass. "Quit your shit." Tierney reprimanded Devil Girl instead.
"The frick ever!"
Jenna stalked past her toward the barn, where they found an old wooden door, surrounded by weeds propped half open. Jax started to yank on it, making it groan, when Tierney stopped him. She didn't want to alert anyone to their presence.
"Don't worry about all the noise,"
Jenna said, head cocked to the side. "Why? Do you detect a spell on the place?" Tierney asked, thinking she'd caught the faintest tingle of magic. Jenna just glanced at her and gave a tiny shrug.
"Yes, sound spell. Guess they don't want anyone hearing the screaming, huh?"
"Screaming?" Tierney questioned, but Jenna ignored her and dissolved that door as well. Then, slipping inside, she finally understood what Jenna meant as the muted hum of pained moans reached her. She shivered and strengthened her mind shields so the pain wouldn't overwhelm her. Without touching the old, dust-covered machinery, they wove their way through a large room and into a hallway where the moans grew louder. They passed a few smaller rooms until they came on one filled with dusty awards, faded ribbons hanging on the walls, and musty old horse saddles and bridles.
"Oh, pretties!"
Jenna exclaimed, making Tierney shake her head as the girl darted into the room. Tierney, followed by the others, kept going towards the noise. Then she gasped when she peered into the next room. A torture room. "Shit!" She hissed at all the horrifying instruments laid out on a wooden table. Most seemed to be covered in dry blood, and a rectangular table fitted with restraints stood to one side. The scent of blood permeated everything, making her want to scrub the images from her mind, and when she spotted a hook similar to the one where Thaniel had been kept, she backed away. "No, don't!" She tried to stop the others from seeing, but Jax brushed past her, and Tierney's skin prickled as his dark rage started to smolder. Somehow, Jax managed to quash his rage, though the effort left a sheen of sweat on his forehead. Sammy stepped in beside him, stunned and disgusted, while Thaniel peered inside and ducked back out. Tierney turned away when Jenna came up behind them, carrying a large, faded, multicolored show ribbon.
"What you looking at?"
She peered into the room.
"Meh."
She shrugged, and Tierney remembered why the girl seemed so familiar. "I remember where I saw you," she said, but Jenna just smirked and kept walking down the hallway. "I saw Jenna in the caves during my spirit walk, but she had wings," she told Jax and Sammy as they continued towards the growing noise.
"What?"
Jax scowled at Jenna as she sauntered, without a care in the world, down the hall in front of them.
"You sure?"
Sammy asked. "Yes."
"Yeah, when I saw you, Miss I Can Walk with Spirits, you called me a demon,"
Jenna said to her telepathically, her indignation making Tierney mentally shake her head. She shared a frown with Jax and Sammy. Jenna, butting into her thoughts uninvited, pissed her off, but she shoved her annoyance aside. She needed questions answered.